All right, Colin Kaepernick still looking for an NFL franchise to use his services. We have Adam Schefter, we have Field Yates. Adam, let's start with you. It's not Seattle because the Seahawks go with Austin Davis. What is next for Cap?
Well, that's what everybody wants to know, and this was his best chance to date because this really was the only team that had brought him in, had been in contact with him, and now that the Seahawks have passed, it puts him in Never Land with OTAs wrapping up, with mandatory minicamps about to begin, with training camp about 6-7 weeks away. He may now have to wait for an injury somewhere else before he gets an opportunity. Clearly, teams have had since March to take a look at him. March, April, May, into June. We're talking almost 3.5 months or so, whatever it may be, 4 months. Nobody has given him a chance. So it's going to take something that's going to have to change the set of circumstances that now surround him, which probably means an injury, which may not happen here until training camp gets underway.
You know, there are times when a player who's semi off the radar, not that Kaepernick was off the national radar, but off the NFL radar, visit a team or draw some level of interest from a team, and it sort of bubbles up a new market because other teams say, oh, maybe we should be looking into that player as well, especially when it's the Seahawks, one of the best organizations in football with a great front office. I thought maybe there was a glimmer of hope for Colin Kaepernick that even if nothing materialized in Seattle, other teams may say, let's take our own look at Colin Kaepernick. And yet that hasn't been the case. And Adam just mentioned that timing right now is not on Colin Kaepernick's side. You've got 2 teams in mandatory minicamp this week. The rest of the teams host theirs next week. Where's the market for Colin Kaepernick absent an injury when we get to training camp?
What sort of a quarterback room would be the best fit for him? Forget about team.
Look, right now, Randy, it doesn't matter. He doesn't have a choice. He has to take whatever comes along if he wants to keep playing. And right now, he just needs an opportunity, which he doesn't even have. You're onto the quarterback room, but we're just talking a simple opportunity, right, which he hasn't gotten. So I don't think he can be particular or choosy about the type of quarterback room that he wants or that needs him. He's just looking for a room. Right. Forget about who's in it.
Not saying that he would be choosy. I'm just saying if it's not Russell Wilson, who seemingly, as a Super Bowl champion, would have all sorts of job security, then what sort of room would it be? But I understand what you're saying. You got to take the first train, leave it.
I've heard people suggest, maybe, that's the reason why is that Russell Wilson will be insecure. I don't think that's the quarterback room dynamic that coaches and people who are making decisions on bringing players in are specifically discussing. It's not about whether you're threatening the player's job. It's day to day. Are you whatever it is a team values as a backup? Sometimes it's the quarterback who might be the smartest guy in the room. Maybe it's the guy that's been through the most in his NFL career. Maybe it's the guy that his disposition is a positive one. There are a lot of different factors in a backup quarterback that might play into the quarterback room.
Let's go to the receiver position now. And Jeremy Maclin, that news where the Chiefs parting ways with a guy who is a downfield threat when he is healthy, that news was a bit of a surprise. Adam, where might he end up next?
He's in Buffalo today visiting with the Bills. And typically when you see a player go meet with a team the day after he appears in the waiver wires and eligible to find a new team, that tells you that that team's interested. And I think Buffalo has a high level of interest. We've already heard Shady McCoy, Tyrod Taylor come out and voice their feelings for wanting Jeremy Maclin in Buffalo. Now, he's got other suitors as well. Baltimore, he may wind up going to visit tomorrow. That's the talk and the tentative plan if Buffalo lets him get away. Philadelphia has expressed some interest. Cleveland has expressed some interest. And so he has opportunities. The question is, what does he value? What does he want? Where does he want to go? And we'll see what those teams say to him over the course of the next 24, 48 hours.
In terms of a fit, Randy, it sort of comes down to what he wants. If he wants the most money, maybe a team like Cleveland has the most to offer, for example. But in terms of a team that could really use a bolstered wide receiving core, Buffalo certainly fits the bill. They're going to be a run-heavy team, but Sammy Watkins, we know his foot issue has been something the team has had to manage for multiple seasons now. I think Jeremy Maclin could certainly slide in there and play a significant percentage of the snaps right away.
Okay, Adam, let's get to Odell Beckham Jr., the most notable absence for the Giants at OTAs. What are you hearing about that?
Well, to me, the narrative surrounding him has been completely misguided because people have said he's not a good teammate, he's being selfish, he's not taking part in the OTAs, he's with Johnny Manziel. Odell Beckham Jr., in my mind, is doing exactly what he should be doing. Now, again, to date, neither he nor anyone in his camp nor anyone in the Giants organization has said that his absence is contract related. But let's just look at the basic facts. He's due to make $1.8 million. He is arguably the second most popular player in the entire NFL. If you're Odell Beckham Jr. and Nike is paying you $5 million this year, no matter what, and you're going to make $1.8 million, and you're eligible under the CBA for a new deal for the first time since you signed your rookie deal, why would you step foot on the Giants' grounds until you have a new deal? Now, what he's doing away from there, or who he's photographed with, I mean, do what you want. But the best thing to do is stay out of the limelight and get that contract.
It'd be very interesting if the Giants are willing to be that second side in the two to tango equation. They've got some other contracts they got to take care of. Justin Pugh has one more year left on his deal, and the team is not exactly flush with cap space right now, given all the cap commitments they made in recent free agencies.
Odell Beckham Jr., all the pictures I see, he's in the weight room. So he's working out, and we know that.